best underdog for UFC 278. Usman versus Edwards 2. Now, the main event, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. Maybe, just maybe, a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I'd be like, yeah, Leon Edwards could be the underdog of the night. He's got really good elbows in the clinch. He slices his opponents up very, very well there. His takedown defense is definitely improved, which means most likely, if he's able to defend those takedowns, he could make it a clinch battle with Usman where he has those elbows, and he can make it just a kickboxing match for 5 straight rounds. So I was like, maybe Leon Edwards could be our underdog of the night, but then I'm thinking for a second. I'm thinking, didn't Leon Edwards just get rocked pretty badly by Nate Diaz in his last fight? Like, in round number 5 by Nate Diaz, who does not really have the most knockout wins inside the UFC. He's got a decent pop to his punch, but not as much as Kamaru Usman. Kamaru's punching power, his jab alone, his right hand that he caught Jorge Masvidal with, the jab that he caught Gilbert Burns with. There's just no way I can make Leon Edwards my underdog of the night because of the fact that Usman does have that power, and Leon's chin, I don't know, man, hasn't really fought the most strikers that have crazy power in their hands, and he's been rocked even against those guys like Nate Diaz. So that's going to eliminate Leon Edwards from our list right there. Luke Rockhold's interesting, but no, Paulo Costa can either defend the takedowns or muscle up to get back up on the feet. Luke's going to be kicking for a little bit, and then, yeah, Paulo's just going to land the harder shots. Yeah, Luke's not going to be my underdog of the night. And then here it is, guys. We didn't even have to go too far down the list, as we've already found who that underdog of the night is going to be. It's going to be Jose Aldo, however you guys want me to say it. Correct me down below. But Jose Aldo, plus 120. Those are the best odds you're going to get Jose Aldo at. The worst odds are minus 105. But every single bookie that I'm seeing right now has Jose Aldo as an underdog. Betting odds started with Merab Dvalishvili at plus 145 and Jose Aldo at minus 170. So the bookies actually favor Jose Aldo. It was just the crowd, all the UFC fans, the casuals and things like that were like, oh my god, Merab Dvalishvili, this dude's really young, he's Georgian, he's got very good takedowns, of course he's going to win the fight. But Jose Aldo has great takedown defense, elite takedown defense, especially in 3-round fights. And Merab just got rocked by Marlon Moraes in his last fight. Jose Aldo's got much more power, in my opinion, than Marlon Moraes, and he's a much better striker than Marlon Moraes. I think this is definitely going to be my underdog of the night for many reasons. Takedown defense has been very good throughout his entire career. He's got more experience. He's the faster puncher. He throws more volume. He hits harder. And if he can defend those takedowns and keep the fight on the feet, he should win the fight by either knocking out Merab. That's one definite possibility there, given the Marlon Moraes going out there almost knocking him out. But there's also that possibility that he can defend takedowns and outstrike him on the feet to a decision. I think it'll be a decision, but that's why he is gonna be my underdog of the night. Now, I'm not saying I'm confident on Jose Aldo. I'm leaning Jose Aldo to win the fight, and that's why he's going to be my underdog of the night. I mean, there's no way you can be confident on Jose Aldo. He is a little bit of an older fighter. We've been seeing Dominic Cruz, Tony Ferguson's, Frankie Edgar's, all of those type of guys just getting knocked out, TKO'd, submitted, whatever the case may be. I don't think Jose's there just yet. I think he wins this fight and then makes one last run to the title. Maybe he fights Petr Yan, Marlon Chito Vera winner. I don't know. Petr Yan, Sean O'Malley winner. I don't know what they're going to do with a Jose Aldo, but I'm assuming they might actually just give him the title shot against the winner of Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Because if Aljamain Sterling wins that fight and Jose Aldo wins, we got a storyline there. Jose Aldo beat the teammate and training partner of Aljamain Sterling. There's a good backstory and things like that, so that could be very, very interesting. So Jose Aldo is going to be my underdog of the night. So now that we got that settled, let's talk about our mid-tiers. We don't usually go into too much depth with the mid-tier underdogs. Some of them I'm actually picking to win the fight. Like, I actually think that underdog will win, which we'll get into in a second, very, very slightly. But then a few are just on the odds. Like, those odds are just, they do not deserve to be that big of a plus money fighter in a few of these that I'm going to look at. The first mid-tier underdog of the card is going to be Marcin Tybura. Now, do I think Marcin Tybura is going to win? No, I do not think Marcin Tybura is going to win the fight. Romanov has better takedowns. He's stronger. He's not as big as Marcin Tybura, but he's a lot stronger. He's got better submission skills, better wrestling, better ground and pound and things like that. Sure. But Romanov has shown a tendency to gas out a little bit in his fights, and against a guy like Marcin Tybura that has a little bit of an edge in the striking, in my opinion, if this fight gets in a round number 2, round number 3, once they're a little bit more sweaty, not as easy to get those takedowns and get the submissions and things like that, Marcin, I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying there's a good chance Marcin could outstrike him in round 2 and in round 3 and just steal a very close 29-28 decision. Now, the reason he's a mid-tier is that reason, first off, is because he's got a good chance of winning as an underdog. And second off, the man is at plus 330, plus 350 right now. The biggest he was at was, where was he? Plus 420. Haha. To everyone in the comments, write 420 if you want to. But plus 420 for Marcin Tybura, a 4-1 underdog on Alexander Romanov. Yeah, this is a mid-tier underdog. I don't think he's going to win, but these odds are very, very bad. Tyson Pedro, Harry Hunsucker, no. Sorry, Harry, no underdog story for you. No. Leonardo Santos, Jared Gordon, maybe earlier on in the week, a few days ago, he could have been a mid-tier underdog, but he's at like plus 225 now from the peak at plus 275, so the odds are definitely getting a lot worse. If you're going to bet on Leonardo Santos, I think Jared Gordon wins, but yeah, the odds aren't good enough to do a Leonardo Santos bet or anything like that, so that's a no. Yanin Wu, Lucy Pudilova, you guys know what I feel like. For those women's MMA fights, no, I don't want to ever have, I don't want to ever have them as a confident pick, unless it's like a Moran the Maverick, a super confident pick after Lupita Godinez, and yeah, just no. Yanin Wu is not an underdog, or even a moderate underdog of the night. Sean Woodson, Luis Saldana, feel pretty good on Sean Woodson, so Luis Saldana, no. AJ Fletcher, Angelusa, Angelusa's not going to be one as well, feel pretty good on AJ. Miranda Maverick and Shayna Young, feel good on Miranda, so no. Amir Albazi, Francisco Figueiredo, feel good on Amir. So no, Daniel da Silva, Victor Altamirano. This is going to be my last mid-tier underdog of the card. I actually do have Daniel da Silva winning this fight. He's at plus 168. Those are the best odds you're going to get for him on BetOnline, but there's plus 165 and plus 164. This is my second underdog I actually think is going to win besides Jose Aldo. And yeah, Jose Aldo is going to be my underdog of the night with Alexander Romanov and Daniel da Silva being my moderate underdogs. If Jose Aldo wasn't there, they'd be in a little back and forth right there to be my underdog of the night. So, yeah, that's what I got for UFC 278. Put your thoughts down below. Do you think that any of my underdogs that I suggested, I mean, I don't think Marcin Tybura wins the fight, but there's good odds on there. So, what do y'all think about my underdogs that I suggested in this video? Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see all the bets that I'm going to be making, because it's not only just underdog bets. I mean, it's pretty obvious if I have an underdog winning the fight, I'm going to bet that underdog, so I'm just going to be plain honest with you. I'm betting Jose Aldo to win with about $100. I'm betting Daniel da Silva to win. I think I put $50 on him, if I'm remembering correctly. So I always put money on underdogs I legitimately think is going to win. But if you want to see all the other bets, the prop bets, the parlays, and things like that, if you are on DraftKings, FanDuel, or BetOnline, DraftKings and FanDuel are the main ones I do parlays on. So if you want to see the parlays and you are a part of DraftKings DraftKings, or FanDuel, which is the main ones I use parlays for. Make sure to click the top link in the description to become a channel member and see all of those bets. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and if you got any video ideas, comment down below. Instagram, Bert_MMA. You can DM me about anything, any time of day. I will get back to you ASAP. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.